Hey, hope you're doing well. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about something quite serious and actually quite disturbing, should I say. Now, I know many of you would have heard of these deepfakes. And if you have, I still recommend you to continue watching this video because I'm going to give you my insight into where it could go. For those who don't know what deepfakes are, well, they're basically artificial intelligence software that can make a real human being using the software, and it isn't a real human being, but it looks like a human being. So here we see scarily authentic new deepfake of Tom Cruise attracts millions of views. Now this was out last year, but they've been doing this for years. So a scarily authentic looking new deepfake video of Tom Cruise showing the 58-year-old Mission Impossible actor addressing the TikTok community about industrial cleanup has been a viral sensation. The deepfake says, "I do a lot of my stunts, but I also do a lot of industrial cleanup." And here is the deepfake. This is Tom Cruise here. I've just got to wait for the ad to go. Hold on, I'll tell you what, I'll show you on another site. Give me a sec, guys. So here we have very realistic Tom Cruise deepfake. AI Tom Cruise. This guy here, this Tom Cruise, is not a real person. It's an AI generated version of him. It's not real, it's fake. But it looks as real as him. Now I want you to think how scary this is. Because people believe that this was actually Tom Cruise talking. They can convince people that these actors and celebrities are real, when they could easily use this software, this technology, these deepfakes, to create fake people that look as real as you, as real as I am. And it is quite disturbing because we don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. Like the Queen, for example, that's a deepfake. So they're basically telling you that this is a deepfake of Tom Cruise. There's another one of Obama. Now I'm hoping I don't get a copyright strike on this. I'm going to keep the volume down. So this was from the BBC, the bullshit corporation. I don't want to see this twat, I don't know what he's doing. So here we go, it's here. So this guy is mimicking Obama, but this is not Obama. This is a deepfake. This is an artificial intelligence software that has created something that looks like Obama, but it's not. It's not real. It's just AI. And this guy is mimicking what he's saying. Listen. Hold on. Here it goes. So you can see he's mimicking Obama's voice. And people believed that that was Obama when it wasn't. Now, this is what the mainstream media shows us. Think about what they don't show us. This is very scary technology. Because they have the software and the technology to create a deepfake of anybody. It's very scary technology. You know, BBC News. Fake Obama created using AI tool. And it just looks as real. As you know, this is the former US President Obama. But it's not. This footage is fake. So this is from the BBC News, guys. So they're telling you Look how real he looks. Okay, we know it's fake. We know a lot of these news reporters, some of you probably haven't come across it before, but a lot of these news reporters you see on TV are complete deepfakes. A lot of them are. Many of them. Some of them might not be, but a lot of them are. You can tell. When you realise how perfect the skin looks, you can just tell the difference. There's something about it. But in the future, the more technologically advanced this software gets, it's going to be hard to distinguish what's real and what's fake. And you just look at this. So this is a fake Obama. The BBC News are admitting it. This is a deep fake. This is the technology that they show us. And they use this AI software to create these fake human beings. And they've done this with a lot of actors. So here we've got deep fake videos getting terrifyingly real. They can do all sorts. You know, what about if some of these actors that you see are actually just when they do their movies, these big Hollywood movie stars. What if now, from a few years ago or even before that a lot of these Hollywood movie stars, when they're acting in movies, aren't really acting in movies. This is just all AI and this is just all CGI and AI mixed together to create this movie. You know, what if people like Brad Pitt and people like Leonardo DiCaprio and all these big Hollywood actors are not actually really them, but are actually AI deepfakes? Yeah, have you ever thought about that? Guys, what made me do this is because you've got this now. The BBC News reported a day ago that deepfake president used in Russia-Ukraine war. Now look at this. The deepfake appeared on the hacked website of Ukrainian TV news channel. So they made a deepfake of Zelensky. Now we can see this is fake because it just looks a bit out of place. You look at the skin and it looks a bit, I don't know what it is. The head looks a bit misplaced. But nonetheless, people would fall for this. And maybe in the future, this is why we've got to be careful, because in the future, even people like you and I that see through the bullshit can struggle to see what's real and what's not real, because the AI technology is that advanced that they are able to create a deepfake, an AI deepfake like this Zelensky, who isn't actually Zelensky. It's just a deepfake of him. It's an AI generated version of him. They're able to create these deepfakes that seem real, so real that we can't distinguish what's real and what's not anymore. And that is the age of deception that we're in. It's like a blooming Black Mirror episode again. A deepfake video shared on Twitter appearing to the Russian President Vladimir Putin declaring peace has resurfaced. Meanwhile, this week, the Meta and YouTube have taken down deepfake video of Ukraine's president talking of surrendering to Russia. What about all these other deepfakes that, you know, these celebrities and these politicians are part of? What about that Matt Hancock that when he so-called kissed this, what was it, that woman and cheated on his wife? That video, that was a deepfake because you saw his hand. He had an extra hand. It's very strange. Yeah, it's weird. I'll try and find it actually. Maybe not in this video, maybe in another video. I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, so they've video of Putin has circulated some weeks before, and some weeks, and was labelled as manipulated media. So maybe, of course, this is a deep fake. I'm pretty sure a lot of these. I'm pretty sure a lot of the videos you see of Boris Johnson and even Biden and Trudeau. Justin Trudeau definitely looks like a deep fake to me. Just look at this. Look at this. And I think the age of deception. I mean, this is Justin Trudeau. I mean, we don't know if these are real or fake or not. You just don't know. You know. That could be. That looks like a deep fake to me. I mean, it just looks a bit off. He's always looked a bit off. When he's on camera, he looks like a robot talking on a screen. He doesn't look real. Yeah, but I'll show you a video of him quickly now. But yeah, this is Justin Trudeau. A lot of his videos seem like they're deep fakes. Of course, we've seen the Queen recently. All her videos look like deep fakes. They're not actually her, they're just AI.
Necessary. We will continue. Ontario's announcement this morning is responsible and necessary. We will continue working alongside all partners to get the situation.
There's something weird about his voice when he talks as well. It seems very robotic. He always has done, but it's just... yeah, I don't know. It just... all the time, when I look at Boris Johnson and Justin Trudeau, when they talk, it just...
This morning I had a direct call with President Biden to talk about our shared challenges at the border. I updated him on the situation, particularly in Windsor. We discussed the American and indeed global influences on the protest. We talked.
So he's always seemed a little bit off. And I think, again, Zelensky, this looks like a deep fake to me as well. It just looks like a deep fake. I don't know what it is. They can create these backgrounds, and yeah, I think a lot of these politicians, these news reporters, aren't real. They all just seem off. I don't know what it is. They're just... it's the light on his face as well. You know, it's all the same shade. It's interesting. But I want to show you something quite interesting as well. This is a website called Random Face Generator. This person does not exist. Generate random human face in one click and download it. AI generated fake person photos, man, woman, and child. Now I want to show you something about this, because it's quite interesting. So this person does not exist.com. So what it does, it uses AI generated software to create a fake human being that's not real. And when you see some of these hoaxes, these terror hoaxes and these false flags that happen, and there's so-called people that have died and these victims, and then sometimes you get people that come on and do give an interview on it. I think some of them are deep fakes. Some of these victims that you saw in the so-called Paris attacks, and some of the victims that you saw in the so-called London attacks, look like they were AI generated deep fakes. And I have actually questioned the same for Madeleine McCann. Now I don't know if that's 100% true. I've just questioned it as a possibility. But yeah, look at this. So this is a human being, right? Just an ordinary human being. Yeah, it just looks like you and me. It looks a bit like Justin Bieber, actually. But no, this is a fake. This person is not real. It's just AI's used its software to generate a random human being. Let's do another one. Let's refresh it. Let's refresh it. This person's not real. See, they've even given them stuff like hats. I mean, I don't know what this is, and even the backgrounds sometimes look convincing. But no, this is all AI. This is all AI that have created this. Let's do another one. Let's keep doing it, because I'm going to show you something that can seem off sometimes. Again, this person is not real, but looks as real as you and me. But sometimes they have imperfections that you can see straight through it. And I think this is what they do sometimes when they create these media personnels doing interviews on the news and what have you, and victims of fake stories, and they use this software. Not exactly this person does not exist, but this software. Like, they could use this man, for example, take this man's face and copy it over and over again in loads of different backgrounds and make it seem like it's a real person when it isn't. But it looks as real as you and me. But I'm trying to find something that seems completely where you notice things are off. It's amazing how they this person does not exist. They actually add glasses onto it as well. Yeah. Look, again. This person's not real. It's fake. But looks as real as you and me. See, looks as real as you and me, but it's fake. This is the technology we have. Now I'm going to tell you where this could go, because it's quite scary. It really is scary where it could go. But you notice things are off here, look, like this. What's this supposed to be? And all this. But she looks real. Again, look, what's this? Trying to find abnormalities that you'll see, but it's so hard to spot them these days because this just looks so real. I mean, the teeth, I suppose, are a bit white. I mean, I don't know. All these look so real. I mean, in the past, a couple of years ago, you could go through this website and it would there'll be little imperfections in the background that you can notice, or an ear was off, or they'll try to generate a second person and it wouldn't always go well. Or that looks a bit of a weird person, doesn't it? But it still looks very real. And they can use this to blackmail people in the future. You know. And I think this is where they really do. Well, let's generate a second one now, is it? Alright, let's have a look at this website anyway. Generator of fake portraits. People tend not to think about the effect that neutral networks have on our lives, because usually we see the result of its work and not the face of a neutral network. Perhaps that is why the generator of fake photos become the main topic of discussion for several weeks in the media devoted to technology at the end of 2020. Not everyone was able to guess that AI could generate a realistic face of a non-existent person in a couple of seconds. Fake portraits are very realistic, and it's frightening if AI can create faces for itself and can text like real people. Then what is going to happen next? Generator of fake faces and non-existent humans. So they could take this to the next level, you know. None of these are real. I mean, yeah, stuff like this you can spot out, and yeah, you can sometimes spot them out, but it's coming so realistic. Like in the past, when I used this website like a year ago, I tried doing it because I was interested in it. Every now and then you'd see a photograph when you refresh the page, and it generate a new face, and it'll try to generate a second face, but the second face looked very distorted, and that's why you could tell the difference. And sometimes even the actual face could look distorted, but it seems like they've improved on the technology since, and this is getting very scary. So it says here, deepfake videos are becoming increasingly difficult to identify. Appetite for deepfake scams is expanding among users of underground forums, leading to concerns that technology could be used as part of an extortion-based ransomware attacks. Guys, this is the age of deception. We are in the age of deception, and this software is going to be used against us in the future. I can guarantee this software will be used against us. To an extent that we don't know what's real and what's fake. And I think they're creating... This is going to... How am I going to explain this? They're going to create, I think... I genuinely do believe this. I really do. I think that they can blackmail... They're going to blackmail people in the future. And they're going to... They could create a deepfake of you and I, and put that deepfake copy of you or me in a video and get us to say some word, get the deepfake to say some words, so it seems like we're saying something when we're actually not. And they could use that to blackmail people, to lock people up. That's scary, because you know what type of people we're dealing with. We're dealing with absolute psychopaths that control and run this world. We're dealing with the occult, this satanic cult. This evil satanic cult that kills people. That's the type of people we're dealing with. So they will not hesitate to use this technology against us. And that is disturbing. So we've got to be very freaking careful. Yeah. That's why I don't put my face on online. I don't put my face. People have asked me in the past, Jack, why don't you ever show your face? These are the reasons why I don't show my face. I don't trust the internet. You know, if I trust the internet and I trust it and it was on our side, I would quite happily love to show my beautiful face to everyone. Yeah, but it's just I don't trust it. Because I don't trust people might use my photographs for anything. They could blackmail me in the future. Yeah, that's why I don't show my face. And to be honest, I recommend to other people, don't show your fucking face on the internet. I don't put photographs. The last photograph I had from my Facebook was probably 2012, 2013. That's the last time I put my face on Facebook. I don't show my face on the internet. I don't trust it. Because of this software, these deep fakes. And they could use my photo. I don't want them using my photographs against me. Sure, they can use other ways. They can somehow mimic my voice. And use that. But it's not as scary as using your own face. And think about where this is going. All these deep fakes. Where it's leading to. They can create these fake artificial intelligent human beings like this, but they're not actually real, they're just fake, you know. So all these people were created through AI generated all these people. And I showed you this clip ages ago from the United Nations. It was called New World Order Behind Closed Doors. See if I can find it again. She's not real at all. Trust me, she's not real. She's got this wreath on her head. Looks completely fake. I've seen that on face apps. She looks like something created out of a face app. Look at her glasses. It's this guy that looks fake. So this video is called New World Order Behind Closed Doors. So this was on the Pacific agenda when they were in the Pacific. They were talking about the Pacific and the climate change and stuff like that from the United Nations, and this song came up. I mean, come on guys, how fake do they look? They just where they stand, the background. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You really think? Look how happy he looks. You really think that's real? No, these are all deep fakes. This is. I mean, it's shit. The shit deep fakes are absolutely crap because it's so obvious. Look at the reactions. They look so unrealistic. The mouths, how they're moving. But it's this guy. Hold on. Try and find it. It's this guy here, look. Try and find him again. If I can find him, a little cunt, where he is. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm going to pause it. Yeah, I found it. So it's this guy. This guy looks completely fake. His smile, it looks unrealistic. He looks so out of place. I mean, even this girl looks fake when you really look at her. I mean, they're wearing these wreaths. And just the reactions in general. No one dances and smiles and sings like this. And the background looks out of place, the light and everything. It's obviously a deep fake, but this guy makes me laugh. Yeah, it's actually gross how fake it is, to be honest. But yeah, it's scary how, you know, where it's going. The fact that this shows that the United Nations are using this software shows that the news and the corporations are also using it, and we know what type of people they are. The State Dark occultists, like I said, they're evil. So it's in the wrong hands already. So they could use this in the future to deceive us. And I mean, this is grossly under exaggerated how advanced it is, because this looks so fake. It's obvious to any of us. I mean, some people might buy it, but yeah, they're definitely not real people. I mean, look at this guy. It's like a soldier, isn't he? I think, yeah, they've used voice software and all sorts of stuff to create these people, and they even tell us that there's deepfakes around. So yeah, we've just got to be careful, because we are in the age of deceit, and it's scary where this could all go to. All these deepfakes, what they can create with them. I mean, they could use these deepfakes. This sounds crazy, but they could use these to make, we already know that they're trying to create human shaped robots. Maybe in the future that's where it's going. We're seeing these movies like Blade Runner and iRobot, and it goes even Ex Machina. I forgot the name of it. I'll try and find it now. Ex Machina, yeah, this one, and it's a robot, but looks so real. And in the end of the movie, she looks so realistic. We've even got Black Mirror. Try and find it. And she ended up in the end. In the end of Ex, is it Machina or Machina? This was the robot, looked very realistic in the end, and she started walking in the streets, and you'll just think she was an ordinary woman. Another one was this Be Right Back in Black Mirror. Her boyfriend died, and there was this software company, this technology company, that was able to bring a copy back of him. There was basically this thing that it looks human, but it's actually a robot, an AI robot, and it's got all his thoughts and memories and everything built into this robot, and it seemed like it's really him when it actually isn't. So you can see they want this technology out. The predictive programming is very strong with this, and they could use that as well as blackmailing people. So we've got to be very, very, very careful where this technology is going, because it is disturbing, and we don't want it. Alright guys, cheers. And just before I go, when you look at some of these news reporters, and even some of these celebrities, and you see some of these false flags and these hoaxes, I want you to observe them in the future, and see if you think there might be a possibility that there might not even be real people, they're just AI generated people. What about these people in Ukraine, these so-called people in Ukraine? What if some of them are fake? You've got to question these things. I'm not saying they definitely are, you don't know, but you've got to question them. Alright guys, cheers.